Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Happy Monday, and let's get to it. So this is Zebec, and we're talking about the Zebec Network adds Cryptic to the network and upcoming ZBCN SuperApp updates. So let me know what you guys think about that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And super chat. Just trying to keep the lights on here on BTM Crypto News Network. So thanks for joining. And what up, 314 Crypto in the house? Much love, brother. Thank you, sir. BTM Crypto News. Thank you, Silver Days. What's going on, fam? What's good, brother? What up, Peter? How many ZBCN makes a whale, would you say? That's a good question, actually. I'd have to pull up the rich chart, and I want to say somewhere between 1 and 4 million, I think. I gotta go back and check because it keeps changing. But we will see 50 cents in the summer, Peter. I hope so. Definitely hope so. But let's start the screen share, turn the spotlight on and see what we can see. So this is the crypto bubbles. We'll start with that. See what we're looking for. So this is the crypto bubbles. This is I'm tripping. Okay. So on the bubbles today, Zcash is up 6.7%. Monero XMR is up 13.8. World Liberty Financials up 1.7. Arizona's up 1%. Vision is up 2.2. Flare is up 1.9. World Liberty Mobile token is up 2.5. White Rock is up 0.3. Dash is up 4.8. FTT is up 3.1. Tau is up, or TARS AI is up 3.6. Keto is up 8.10. Filecoin's up 1%. KuCoin is up 2%. I just saw Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is up 0.4, unchanged on the hour. Oh, wow, I'm not even showing the screen. Wait a minute. I was showing this. What the? That's weird. How'd that happen? So back to the screen share. I don't know how that stopped. That's weird. We're at 91,237. So it's staying above the 90,000 mark, which is good. For the week, it's down 2.9. For the month, it's down 1.1. For the year, it's down 3.4. Next up is Ethereum. Why is Ethereum always so hard to find? What the? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. That's weird. I guess we'll just type it in to save time because I don't see it. So Ethereum is down 0.4 on the day, down 4.1 on the week, down 0.3 on the month, and down 5% on the year. Still hanging at that 3,000 mark, 3,098. Next is Solana. So Solana is at $139.40, up 0.8 on the day, unchanged on the hour, up 0.7 for the week. For the month, up 4.7, and for the year, it is down 26%. So now, drum rolls, please. The token we're all here for the payment processor of the futures, the rail partnership with XRP, the way we're going to move money in the future. One of the major background players in the infrastructure update, our favorite token. Well, I just pull up Solana. Our favorite token for all you pirates and sailors, a Zebec Network, the ZBCN, down 2.4 on the day, down 0.2 on the hour, down 8.9 for the week, up 3.3 on the month, up 225% on the year. Currently at the 0.00279. So it went back down a little bit, but it went down for us to pick it up. What about to get some serious pumps in crypto with this world stuff and Powell leaving in May? We're about to get some serious pumps. Wow, Powell stepping down in May? Okay, I completely missed that. Let's check that out later. So this is the ZBCN main page in case you're going to somewhere else. Here you go with the .io at the Zebec. And the super app is upcoming. It's the main thing I'm going to show you here. Super app is going to release soon, right? They have the link there. We're just waiting for them to open the access to the super app. So for the whole crypto market, it is up. The crypto market is up 3.11 trillion, up 0.48% on the day. CMC 20 is 193, up 0.41. Fear and greed is back to neutral. Altcoin season, I think it went up one more. So we're slowly pulling away from the Bitcoin dominance to 28 out of 100. I think it was 24 or 21. So slowly but surely, altcoin season is still coming. Average crypto RSI is 44.03. So it's pulling back to oversold from overbought, or technically in the middle, but it is coming back to oversold from overbought. Current holders is 91,013. For 4 hours, we added 5. 12 hours, we added 13. 31, I'm tripping. For the day, we added 44. For 3 days, 151. For the week, drum roll, please, 684. For 2 weeks, 796. And for the month, 1,460. And that's the numbers I like to see, showing some adoption and us moving in the right direction. So this is CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap says we're at the 0028. Down 2.37%. Market cap is 251.5 million, down 2.37%. 24-hour trading volume is 8.41 million, up 13.07. So this is why Zebec is ahead, launching its own super app powered by Stripe's Pretty Wallet. Walmart just backed OnePay, and a super app now valued at $4 billion. The transition is clear, app to D app, now super app. So shout out to Angelica. Interesting. But yeah, Walmart's got to do something because that payroll process they got is terrible. That card swipe, they don't even have Apple Pay. How Walmart don't have Apple Pay is weird. But we will.
Of course, our origins are
Button here, actually. So let's go over to. Actually, I think this is like a minute or something. Let's run this real quick and then we'll go over to Twitter. This is Grow Rich and actually, this is CKJ Crypto. I'm tripping. But let's run this real quick about the super app. It's actually 5 minutes. We'll run this quick video. What up, New Wave, what's going on with your fam? Thank the BTM family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And as always, let's run this video and then we'll go over to X.
Solana. I mean, we've been backed by Solana Ventures. That's been our home for many, many years. But in our view, payroll streaming should not be contained to Solana. And this year is the first year that we're going to really expand that outside of Solana. Of course, the Zebec cards are already working in 19 different chains, and we're going to see the payroll now coming onto some more payment-focused blockchains. So we're going to start with Stellar, with XLM. We've been working with them now for months, and we're going to be making an official announcement in the coming weeks about Zebec actually launching payroll on the Stellar blockchain and tapping into the Stellar remittance network. We also think that XRP and XRPL make a lot of sense as well and will be a focus for us in 2026.
Wow, big things coming in 2026. You heard it right from Simon, the COO of Zebec himself.
Origins are Solana. I mean, we've been backed by Solana Ventures.
Backed by Solana Ventures. I told you guys, Linda Liu, Solana Foundation president, was once on the board of Zebec.
That's been our home for many, many years. But in our view, payroll streaming should not be contained to Solana.
It should not be contained to just Solana. Tell them more, Simon.
And this year is the first year that we're going to really expand that outside of Solana. Of course, the Zebec cards are already working in 19 different chains.
So that does make sense to expand it out deeper than just Solana because the Solana network would only reach so many people. So if you expand it out to several networks, I think that is a very good look for Zebec, right? That gives it better chance for adoption and the ability for more users to be uploaded to the on-ramp and able to use the token. But let me know what you guys think. You think that's a good idea, a not a good idea for them to be using other networks other than just Solana? Let's get back to the video with CKJ.
19 different chains. Have no fear. The evolution of money is here.
Crypto got me shining. Now I see why they don't like me. When they drop on trips, took down on Doge, made a grip. This be that get.
Smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I'd like to welcome everybody to the best way to start the day with CKJ Crypto News. This is your daily Zebec update. Have no fear. Bullish Monday is here. The best day of the week. New day, new opportunity. Shout out to Comeback Kid. I got this picture from Comeback Kid this morning. Really good post there. Comeback Kid. I love that. Comeback Kid. And that actually goes off my post I want to highlight this morning for this video. It's from ZBCN_nut. ZBCN. For those who haven't watched this very recent interview with Simon, I strongly encourage you to do so. Lots of critical information was shared, which includes the focus in the 2026 expansion outside of Solana. Zebec to launch on Stellar blockchain very soon. Zebec in talks with Ripple XRPL throughout 2025 with the focus to bring real-time payment to Ripple, hence the potential partnership in the works. Following the launch of the upcoming Super App, numerous announcements to be made about additional blockchain integration. Zebec also focusing on ZBCN potentially being added to ETF in 2026. Based on all the recent acquisitions and developments, I strongly believe 2026 will be the year, a very pivotal year for Zebec. And I agree with that. Make sure you guys follow these accounts. I will link them in the description. This one was ZBC_nut at Onyx88088. Interesting there. Big things coming for ZBCN. That's the theme of today's video. Also, kicking off the conversation with Daniel Ahmed, co-founder of Fast and Own. Joins Zebec Fast as we discuss cross-border payment on-chain, neo-banking in Southeast Asia, including policy adoption and real-world use case. And this will be for January 14th at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on January 14th. And I did get a lot of this information this morning from the Zebec Network group. Make sure you guys follow that. This would be crazy. A lot of people are talking about this. Shout out to YabX Crypto Money. A lot of exciting announcements are coming around with the World Liberty financial ecosystem and the continued growth of the USD1. Stay tuned, pay attention. There's a lot ahead. I think they're kind of hinting at maybe, here goes Jetpack right here. Adding to that, appreciate you clearing the air with Zebec. It turns out White Rock purposely misled the team as Zebec. This was a big thing with Zebec. White Rock tried to say they were a partner with Zebec, and Zach Wickoff called him out. But some are saying that now there's going to be a partnership with World Liberty Financial and Zebec. And I believe that is in under wraps and incoming as far as like maybe an NDA as of right now, NDA, and that will be revealed soon. Also, I dropped this video yesterday. Old Finances batches money. ZBCN streams it. This video will pop up right now. Make sure you guys click on this link. Check out this video also. And make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This will be the morning video for the live stream this morning. So if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, I believe that this is the year of the super cycle.
And now I see why they don't like me. When they drop on
So shout out to Bullzilla. And we're going back to X real quick. What up, TT or Agent Zico? Hello, BTM Caspa is live on Space also. So we'll check that out later. Probably do a Caspa video. I got to run to the gym after this video, but we'll probably come on again this evening for that Caspa update. Don't forget tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 p.m. Central, is the Zebec Spaces on Facet and Zebec. And I think this is cross-border payments. And notice this is later, right? I looked at this earlier and forgot it was PM, not AM. So I guess this is to be on time with the China market or Europe, or not Europe, Southeast Asia or Dubai market versus the US. But I guess they're trying to accommodate both. So you got to stay up. You might want to take a nap tomorrow. Get home early, eat, take a nap, and pop back up. But we're up late anyway, so we'll definitely check this out tomorrow with the faucet in a Zebec space. Moving forward, this is Cryptic. We're partnering with Zebec Network to deliver a private card suite built on Cryptic's rails, attending private payments beyond on-payment activity and into real-world usage. This collaboration advances Cryptic's mission to unify private community and private capital, combining security with seamless customer-ready experience. Together we enable permissionless private payments, secure, but not just for today, but for what comes next. So they're kind of hinting at something, right? There's something they're planning for the future that they are putting a Zebec on, but we will see. This is the million Zebec shocked the world in 2025. 280 per million hits, 6,900 in less than 30 days. Bozilla sends CKJ Crypto News sends Zebec to all-time high in 2025. Melting portfolios globally in my hobby since 2016. Let me see. Is there sound here?
2025, I said I was issuing the biggest call in cryptocurrency. 2025 came to an end, and Zebec was top gainer. Now in 2025, I said I was issuing the biggest call in cryptocurrency. 2025 came to an end, and Zebec was top gainer. In 2025, I said I was doing the biggest call in cryptocurrency. 2025 came.
So shout out to Buzella for that. Moving forward, holders, why Zebec and Ghostware OS partnership is massive. Institutional retail win. I'm deep in the ecosystem, and this quiet integration is one of the biggest catalysts we've ever seen. Here's what's really meant for institutions and retail investors in one thread. A Zebec, Ghostware, and Ghostware OS, Solana's leading privacy layer, zero knowledge proofs, encrypted relays, shielded metadata, and hidden sender receiver amounts, all while keeping Solana's sub-second speed and dirt cheap fees. Think Zcash level privacy, but built on higher throughput chains. Zebec real-time payments and payroll infrastructure, streaming salaries, treasury automation, and stablecoin settlements like USDC already connected to ACH, FedNow, NetPay, CodaPay, Circle, Stellar Org, and more. We're the bridge between TradFi, Rails, and blockchain. The partnership announced late November 2025. Ghostware integrates directly into Zebec's settlement layer, private of routing USDC and stablecoins, encrypted treasury, and payroll flows, shielded wallets and metadata, zero visibility into transaction detail, no public meme pool exposure, perfect for enterprise that can't afford to leak competitive or salary data. What that means for institutions, compliant confidential operations on Solana, payroll, B2B payments, treasury shielding, bridges, legacy banking, ACH, FedNow, ISO 20022 with private blockchain rails, post quantum ready foundation plus MEV protection, Bloomberg Galaxy DeFi Index inclusions force quants funds to buy a Zebec. Custody, Anchorage, Chainlink, and Ondo Finance integrations tokenize RWA. Unlock trillions in dominant capital for real world finance use cases. Institutions have been waiting for privacy, speed, and regulatory alignment. This combo delivers it. What this means for retail investors: higher real utility for ZBCN, governance, staking rewards, and fee sharing discounts. Ghostware OS fees redistribution 100% to Ghost holders, passive income potential, increased transaction volume, more demand for ZBCN, short-term pumps from hype, long-term growth for enterprise adoption, easier onboarding, Privy Wallets, real-world tools, crypto cards, super app, yield streaming, Bloomberg index forced buying pressure from funds. The last has legs. The bottom line, Zebec plus Ghostware turns Solana into the fastest, most private enterprise PayFi network on the planet. Institutions get compliant and confidentiality. Retail gets unity. Retail gets utility, demand, and upside. This isn't just another collab, it's an infrastructure evolution. Do your own research, but I'm stacking harder than ever. And that's Ghostware and who's this? Zebec. So shout out to the Ghostware of Zebec or the Ghostware for joining the team. This is 91,000 holders of ZBCN, increasing daily. We are still early, but those who get in early see the highest returns. Holders will skyrocket once the super app is released, and this is what we're waiting on. And there has been no official date of the release, but I think it's coming Q1. And from that, we should see some serious to slightly serious movement happening. Zebec Network is on a mission with the newly released 26 and 27 roadmap. So this is the holder count at 91,000. I think we're up to 91,100, I think, earlier. This is the roadmap. 2026. We're going to get into that, I think, a little further down. But this is the main man, Black Roo. Zebec offers a full pipeline for payroll to spending, letting users earn yield as they spend. $1.50 value for growth isn't hype, it is real possibility. Let's go back and see.
Now imagine them now having the Ondo USDY to spend any money the way they want to, and they're earning yield on it. So this is a whole pipeline, guys. This is a whole pipeline from payroll to spending, right? Zebec has the whole pipeline of a person's money. There's so much. they're in so much right now that a dollar should be so easy. That whole $1.50 from Grok, that's not even hyperbole. That's not even cap. That's a real possibility. Now imagine them now.
Yeah, and like he says, I mean, there's too much going on, guys. Hitting a dollar and going right past it should not be a significant problem, right? All the partnerships they have, it's just the adoption we're waiting on. People need to understand what it is and start picking it up. This is Zebec brings private permissionless card payments to real world, built on Cryptic tech app Rails. Our private card suite extends Zebec's real-time finance engine beyond on-chain and into everyday spending. From crypto native flows to real-world commerce, Zebec continues building secure, future-proof finance infrastructure. And this is the roadmap for the super app. Make sure you join the BTM Crypto News Network and stay up to date with current news announcements. So, roadmap to 2024, Q1, current ZBCN or Zebec products and applications roll into the super app. Q2, mobile application launch, super app updates and refinement. So I guess it's not launching in 2Q. I thought it was going to happen in Q1, but I guess we got to wait for the super app. If it's not launching, or the mobile app doesn't launch to Q2. So what is that? January, February, March, April. So I guess April or March. We'll see. New change added to stablecoin payroll Q2 through Q3, global stablecoin remittance updates, and Q1 to 4, Zebec program expansion through partners. It's kind of broad, right? Q1, the whole year, I guess they're going to continue to add. So, let me know if you guys agree with that, if you like it, if you love it. What is your take on run the roadmap for 2026. So this is Crypto Chrome. Zebec fans, wait, Zebec fam, quick cross chain alpha. Algorand just dropped a massive ecosystem updates showing the same institutional wave we're riding with the super app. Their tokenization leadership, trillions in real world assets on chain, complements Zebec real term payments perfectly. More regulated, scalable rails for all of us. XRP already holds winning with RLUSD. Now, Algorand Foundation, go ahead and follow these guys, signals the next leg. Thoughts holding Algorand 2 is a big Algorand tokenization. So this is XRP and Ripple, Zebec holders. Algorand Foundation just dropped a massive ecosystem update, signaling the same institutional wave you're winning with. Tokenization leadership sets it apart. Your bags could benefit too. Let's go back here and run this video from
It's
Crypto Chrome.
XRP and ZBCN holders, pay attention. Algorand ticker symbol ALGO just dropped massive ecosystem updates that signal the same institutional wave you're already winning with. Chief Executive Officer Stacy Warden on Schwab Network. Crypto exchange-traded funds and stablecoins are mirroring the billions we saw in 2025. United States regulation is the key for institutions. Sound familiar? It's the same story driving XRP's RLUSD adoption on Gemini and MasterCard, and ZBCN's SuperApp real-time payments. When institutions move, compliant chains win. Here's what makes Algorand stand out, and why it's worth your attention. While XRP dominates cross-border settlements and RLUSD stablecoins, and ZBCN excels at real-time payroll and streaming, Algorand is quietly becoming the king of tokenization. They're building the infrastructure for trillions in real-world assets, real estate, bonds, stocks, and commodities, to move on-chain with speed, low fees, and full compliance. A perfect example is Braille, a US-regulated platform that lets businesses launch and manage fiat-backed stablecoins directly on Algorand. It handles custody, compliance, minting, and fiat ramps, so companies can embed stablecoins into payments and treasury without building everything themselves. Braille's expansion strengthens Algorand's ecosystem, adding more regulated, real-world stablecoin options that connect seamlessly to banking and DeFi. This isn't competition, it's complementary. As tokenization explodes, the chains that win are the ones institutions trust for different pieces of the puzzle. Algorand's piece is massive, and it signals bigger opportunity for compliant ecosystems like XRP and ZBCN. CompX rebrands to Core for governance. D13 runs history's largest verifiable random function draw for 79,000 users. Tinyman adjusts liquidity provider fees. CompX adds total value locked filters. Haystack tracks positions. Genfinity's 2025 recap. Algorand from maturity to real-world execution. Algo Barat champions program open. PAX 2026 guidance. New user interface. Concentrated liquidity. Cosma ASA metadata software development kit. Myth Finance fixes dual stake incident. Braille supports Algorand for stablecoins. Same trend as RLUSD. Lofty trademarks. Astro Explorer prizes. XGov voting live. Alpha arcade markets. This isn't random. It's Algorand building institutional rails and tokenization leadership. Your algo could gain massive edge in the next wave. Are you holding algo? Drop your price target below. Smash that like button if you're bullish, and follow, share, and repost for more. Algo Alpha. XRP and
So I guess we need to check out Algorand. Are you guys holding Algorand? I didn't even know for sure. So we can definitely check that out. So this is, if you're new here, this is XRP actually. This is an XRP update. So going back over to Which one was that? Oh yeah, we can check out Caesar real quick with
What's
the
going on, everybody? It's your boy
update.
Cesar, and we are
Price
talking about
predictions.
Zebec today, ZBCN. It is the 12th day of January. Here we are sitting at about $0.0028 with 6 hours, 45 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Here we are at the base of an overall range that we've been in since May of 2025, really the ass end of May there. We're at the base of this range. And I suspect, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I suspect that this is a phenomenal opportunity to buy. This is a great time to buy. I mean, really throughout the past almost a year now, like the past 3/4 of a year, this area and below, like exactly where we are now, this has been the best time. These are the desirable points at which anybody who's been investing in ZBCN has gotten in, right? For the majority of the past 9 to 10 months, maybe 8 months, what May, I don't know what that'd be. It's January, February, March, April, May. So 4 months, 8 months. The last 8 months of time, you've been smart buying at these areas, right? So what's stopping you? Maybe we go a little bit lower. Maybe it's possible, we go a little bit lower. I don't think that we go lower in these lows. I do think that we've found our lows. We're just waiting to validate that now with any type of movement above this level here. And I do think we're going to get that very soon. I want to look at the short-term stuff, and then I want to zoom out and go from there. So hit that like button one more time, and let's get going. Actually, don't. If you hit it once, don't hit it twice. You'll have to hit it a third time to leave a like. Just hit it once or 3 times. Make it an odd number. Don't make it an even number because it'll unlike. Anyways, 0028 or looking at the 1 hour time frame here, the RSI is in a bit of a downtrend, right? We've got lower lows and lower highs. You've kind of broken out of that trend here a little bit, right? But you still have lower highs here. You could come down more. It's not a problem if you do. The 1 hour RSI at the moment doesn't give me any bullish vibes, nor do the stochastics, nor does the MACD. No, the MACD has some bullish divergence, but you've made that move up already. You can come back down. When I say that you could come back down, that you could go lower from where you are now, I'm not talking about a move like this. Maybe, probably not. More of like, something like this. Like nothing too crazy at all. 4 hour time frame here, looking at the RSI. We do have lower lows in the RSI. We have higher lows in the price. It's hidden bullish divergence. That's a good thing. Stochastics have reset. We're back down at the oversold zone. Looking bearish here, I'm not going to lie, but there are some bullish prospects. The orange and the blue are getting out of the oversold zone with this 4 hour close here, so that's nice. The MACD is back down at the 0, perfect area to reset and bounce from here. Higher lows in the histogram, higher lows in the price. I mean, nothing really to go off of other than, to me, I think things are in a bullish posturing. We're just waiting for that move to happen. We're waiting for the fuse to ignite. Pull down to the golden ratio. Had some front running there. Very massive move, very nice move. Now we're back at the 382. We are looking for support in this zone. So again, if the 1 hour implies that we go down at all, the RSI is a little bit bearish there. If the 4 hour stochastics, they're a little bit bearish here. If any kind of downside is implied at all, I don't expect it to be dramatic at all. I don't think we move too much lower. I think we're right in our zone right here, somewhere between 00273 and 00285. That's where our low is. Maybe it's already here, and we're soon to move up. Any day now. Any day now is what I'm getting. Any day now. I mean, we're right at the 0, perfect area to bounce from. Stochastics are reset. It could be by the end of today. We've got 7 hours left in the day. It could be by the end of the next 2 days, 3 days. It could be sometime next week, but very, very soon. Any day now, we are going to be moving up. And when we move up, when we do get above this zone that we've turned a downward sloping trend, lower lows, lower highs, into a kind of sideways sloping horizontal channel here, whenever we do break out of this zone to the upside, I would expect that we see a retracement of this move from a high to a low. We probably see a move just like that takes us up to the golden ratio, somewhere around 004 to 0044. If we don't stop there, we will go higher. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if the immediate move was to go here. We consolidate back, test for support, and then we continue to rally. But time will tell. If we don't stop at 004 to 0044, then 0048 to 006 is a possibility. The daily RSI is neutral overall. you're in a bullish posturing, but neutral overall, not getting oversold, really not getting overbought at all, right? Recently, I would expect that if we find support here, the next attempt up will get us into the overbought zone. And in moments like this, whenever you're about to get overbought, that typically lines up with the break of a range. So when we break out, we should be getting overbought. It'll go hand in hand. Stochastics look bullishly charged. The MACD is crossed above the zero. I really do believe that we're about to see some significant movement over the coming days. It could be tomorrow when we're at 004. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. If it's sometime next week, I wouldn't be surprised either. Either way, it's happening. We're at our low points. It's a great time to buy. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do suspect that from a high to a low here, we will move all the way up, you guys, to about 3 to 4.5 cents, somewhere in this area here. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I suspect we'll be there by the end of Q1, if not sometime in Q2. Take care. Bye-bye. See you later.
So that was Caesar with the price update. Trying to figure out why these videos don't come up. What is going on here? And this is, I want to say, Trading Sniper. If we can get this video to
You will
come
not
up.
believe the monument.
Let's see, this is super updates from the Trading Sniper. We'll play this real quick. And then I think there is one more video. Let's start this one and I'll be right back.
Are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one, the only Zebec Network. Listen, we do have a few pieces of news to cover, so let's just jump right into it. First off, with something a little bit smaller, we can see kicking off the conversation with Daniel, co-founder of Facet Official and Own. Join Zebec X Facet as we discuss cross-border payments and on-chain neobanking in Southeast Asia, including policy, adoption, and real-world use cases. So we can see this is going to be on January 14th. And we know these spaces are always good. You know, Simon always gives us some type of nugget. So looking forward to this, right? In a couple of days, so we will be able to listen to this and we'll get a lot more information about everything as well. So you can see it's on Tuesday, January 14th, 11 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. CET. So 11 p.m. Eastern, it is going to be late for most people, right? As most people do go to bed earlier than that because obviously of jobs and etc. Timing is a little bit weird because obviously it is in Asia, so they need to find a balance between, you know, North America and Asia. So yeah, anyways, we move on. On last week's Spaces, our CEO, Simon, walked through Zebec's 2026 product roadmap, from super app upgrades and the upcoming mobile launch to multi-chain payroll and enterprise integrations. 2026 is focused on scaling real-world crypto payments. The super app is now rolling out in phases with continued updates in the upcoming weeks. So we can see this, right? Boom. Zebec Network Roadmap 2026. Quarter one, current Zebec products and applications roll into the super app. Quarter two, mobile application launch, super app upgrades and refinements. M&A driven expansion of payroll module and integrations with HCM tech. Quarter two to quarter three, new chains added to stablecoin payroll, global stablecoin remittance upgrades, right? And then from quarter one to quarter four, Zebec programs expansion through partnerships. So, right, many more partnerships throughout the whole entire year. But we could see, right, generally, when we look at everything, the first half year is going to be very packed. Overall, I think, you know, the whole year is going to be packed, but quarter one, we have this guarantee. Quarter two, we have this guarantee. Quarter two to quarter three, we have this new chains and etc. Right, but still in quarter two, and then throughout the year, we're going to be getting more expansions to partnerships. So I'm really, really excited overall for this roadmap. I'm really excited for 2026. And yeah, we'll be seeing how everything unfolds over the next coming weeks. We could see from Crypto Gloomy, right? 2026 roadmap breakdown, quarter one super app consolidation, current Zebec products and applications roll into the super app. What does this mean? Zebec is unifying its existing products, cards, payroll, payments, streams, etc., into one super app. Right. So yeah, everything is going to come together and it's going to go to the real world as well in a very, very simple manner. Reduces fragmentation, better UX, stronger retention, positions Zebex more like a fintech platform, not just a crypto tool. Quarter two, super app launch plus enterprise expansion, mobile app launch plus M&A driven payroll growth. Key points, mobile super app officially launches, continuous UX/UI refinements post-launch, M&A driven expansion of payroll infrastructure, integrations with HCM, human capital management systems, think HR, payroll software, enterprise tooling. Takeaway, Zebec is targeting real companies with real payroll needs, not just crypto natives. Quarter two to quarter three, payments at global scale, new chains plus remittance upgrades. What's happening? Additional blockchains added to stablecoin payroll. Global stablecoin remittance improvements, faster, cheaper, more interoperable cross-border payments. Takeaway, this is where Zebec pushes deeper into real-world payments and emerging markets. Quarter one to quarter four, ecosystem and partnership expansion. Programs expanded through partnerships. This runs the entire year, meaning ongoing partner integrations, new programs layered onto the super app, more distribution and more use cases, more volume. Continuous growth and expansion all year round. Zebec Network's 2026 roadmap is about execution, not promises. Super app launch, enterprise payroll expansion, global stablecoin remittances, year-long partner growth, real infrastructure, real adoption. This is how real-world value moves on chain utility. Amen to this. Right, I 100% agree. Zebec holders, why the Zebec X Ghostware OS partnership is a massive institutional and retail win. I've been deep in this ecosystem, and this quiet integration is one of the biggest catalysts we've seen. Here's what it really means for institutions plus retail investors in one thread. Ghostware equals Solana's leading privacy layer, zero knowledge proofs, encrypted relays, shielded metadata, hidden sender receiver amounts, all while keeping Solana sub-second speed and dirt cheap fees. Think Zcash level privacy, but built for high throughput chains. Zebex equals real-time payments and payroll infrastructure, streaming salaries, treasury automation, stablecoin settlements like USDC, already connected to ACH, FedNow, NotPay, CodaPay, Circle, Stellar Org, and more. We're the bridge between TradeFi Rails and blockchain. The partnership, announced late November 2025, Ghostware integrates directly into Zebec's settlement layer. Private routing of USDC and stablecoins, encrypted treasury and payroll flows, shielded wallets and metadata, zero visibility into transaction details, no public pool exposure, perfect for enterprises that can't afford to leak competitive or salary data. What this means for institutions: compliant, confidential operations on Solana payroll, back-to-back payments, treasury shielding, bridges legacy banking, ACH, FedNow ISO with private blockchain rails, post-quantum ready foundation plus MEV protection, Bloomberg Galaxy DeFi index inclusion, forces quant funds to buy Zebec custody via, we have ENC, right? Chainlink, Ondo, integrations, tokenized real world assets, unlocks trillions in doormat capital for real world finance use cases. Institutions have been waiting for privacy plus speed plus regulatory alignment. This combo delivers it. What this means for retail investors: higher real utility for Zebec equals governance, staking rewards, fee sharing, discounts, Ghostware fees redistribute 100% to Ghost holders, passive income potential, right? We have increased transaction volume equals more retail demand for Zebec, short-term pumps from hype plus long-term growth from enterprise adoption, easier onboarding, privy wallets, real-world tools, crypto cards, super app, yield streaming. Bloomberg index equals force buying pressure from funds. This one has legs. Bottom line, Zebec plus Ghostware turned Solana into the fastest, most private enterprise PayFi network on the planet. It isn't just another collab, it's infrastructure evolution. Right. And we can see shout out to once again Zebec man for this information. I'm going to repost this. Shout out to you, bro. You've been absolutely cooking. In fact, a lot of you guys in the Zebec community have been absolutely cooking. Right. Boom. One final thing, crypto fam. It's January 11th, 2026, and Zebec is gearing up for liftoff. Fresh off the January 8th X Spaces, where CEO Simon dropped the 2026 product roadmap and updated tokenomics, Zebec is transitioning to a full multi-chain financial powerhouse. And yeah, we have all of this, bold prediction, 25 to 50 cents. And yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking great. A lot of us think Zebec is going to become a crypto powerhouse, at least, billions of market cap, if not multiple billions on the low end. When we go look at Zebec overall, we can see we're ranked 139 out of 8,951 active cryptos, 273 million market cap, 8 million in volume. Over this last month, we're up roughly 2%. Over this last week, we're up 2.73%. And in the last day, we're down 3.5%. When we go and look at something like the holders, we can see we're at 91,000 plus holders, which is very, very ideal. No Coinbase, no Binance, but that is going to happen sooner than later. That is it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right, welcome back. Tech stocks back on top this week as investors look past the trade war, at least they try to, and refocus on the promise of AI. Software in particular outperforming today, which brings me to my next guest. He's ringing the closing bell today after a quarter century of making his mark on the industry as a leading software investor. Robert Smith is the founder, chairman, and CEO of Vista Equity Partners. He is with us at Post 9 in a CNBC exclusive, and I can't tell you how happy we are to have you.
Thank you for inviting me. Excited to be here.
Congratulations on this great milestone. I know you have many family members here, and you're going to be on that balcony, which never, ever gets old.
Never gets old.
Okay, we definitely missed time that one, but it is going on. What's happening on July 11, 2026 again? That's a good question. I have to look that up. Who is this? Peter? Let me see. What was the other video?
Bitcoin is the greatest distraction from one of the greatest disruptions that is coming to financial services. And I think
we'll go with the price execution, or what is this? Partnered with XRP and Stellar. It's the same. Yeah. What was this? Yeah, I guess we'll roll with this one then. Partnering with XRP and Stellar. Is there no dates on here? 8 hours ago versus 5 hours ago. So we'll check this one out first, and I'll be right back to close out the show. He mentioned it in the video. Well, let's hope I'm right again with my summer guests. I think you might be onto something there, Peter. I'll have to go back and check.
News that just surfaced from the leadership of Zebec Network. This isn't just another rumor floating around the crypto space. This is a direct signal, a clear blueprint for the future straight from the executive suite. If you've been following this project, you know they operate differently. And if you haven't, what you're about to hear will fundamentally change your perspective on what's possible in this sector. Listen up, everyone. How is the entire Zebec community feeling today? I hope you're braced for impact, because we are about to unpack the most significant series of updates to come from this project in years. We're going beyond the surface level price chatter and diving into the core mechanics of institutional adoption. Today, we're exploring the incredible multi-layered ecosystem of Zebec Network. We're talking about real, tangible moves that bridge decentralized finance with the traditional financial world. This is about validation, integration, and exponential growth. And I must emphasize, this intelligence isn't sourced from anonymous blogs or speculative tweets. This comes directly from the top, from the visionaries steering the ship. We have secured and analyzed key moments from a recent high-level discussion with Zebec CEO Sam. We're going to break his statements down piece by piece, layer by layer, extracting the profound implications for the token, the technology, and your potential investment strategy. You are going to want to hear, and more importantly, understand exactly what he communicated about the next evolutionary stage of mainstream financial infrastructure. This content is for educational and informational purposes only, does not constitute financial or investment advice, and viewers should do their own research, why or, before making any financial decisions. Mention that cryptocurrency investments are risky and the creator is not responsible for any losses. First, let us tackle the colossal question on every serious investor's mind. Will a dedicated ZBCN-focused exchange-traded fund ever become accessible to the general public and institutional asset managers? Have there been substantive behind-the-scenes dialogues that signal this inevitability? This is not a trivial inquiry. The creation of an ETF represents a watershed moment for any digital asset. It signifies regulatory acceptance, institutional demand, and a gateway for massive passive capital inflows from retirement funds, hedge funds, and everyday investors who prefer traditional brokerage accounts. It is the ultimate stamp of legitimacy. So let's play the first critical clip and listen to the CEO's own words on this transformative topic. Is there any intention to launch a Zebec ETF in U.S. markets or elsewhere? Have discussions started on that front? Absolutely. Last year, we had numerous conversations, not just about ETFs, but also around digital treasury management for corporations. It's a broader dialogue about how traditional finance interfaces with programmable assets. ZBCN was featured in major financial indices, like Bloomberg's key DeFi indexes, throughout specific months of last year. This inclusion is not a minor footnote. These indices are the critical benchmarks, the very selection criteria that large asset managers and ETF issuers use when constructing their financial products. They look for assets with proven utility, a clear track record, and institutional-grade infrastructure. Our presence there is a silent but powerful signal to the entire industry. So I wouldn't be shocked at all to see ETFs, whether they're thematic funds focused on the digital asset payment revolution, or broader decentralized finance ETFs that incorporate Zebec as a core holding. That is an outcome we not only anticipate, but are actively preparing for in the near future, and it would serve as a formidable endorsement for our entire ecosystem's maturity and long-term viability. Did you absorb the gravity of that statement? He didn't say maybe or someday. He said it is an outcome they anticipate in the near future. One way or another, the trajectory is pointing directly toward institutional-grade validation through a regulated financial vehicle. This is monumental. Let's be unequivocally clear. Zebec Network is operating in a league of its own, playing a completely different game compared to the vast majority of cryptocurrency projects. In my analytical view, it remains one of the most profoundly overlooked and undervalued assets in the entire digital landscape. I state this with full conviction, backed by the evidence of execution, not hype. If your investment portfolio does not include ZBCN, even a modest strategic allocation, you might be overlooking what could be one of the most significant asymmetric opportunities of this market cycle. The project has not just promised, it has consistently delivered on its technical roadmap throughout 2023, 2024, and 2025. And what's materializing now, what we are dissecting today, is on an entirely different scale of magnitude. How many other projects with a comparable market valuation can you name that are having these specific conversations about ETF inclusion and deep partnerships with the likes of Ripple? The list is vanishingly small. This isolation at the top of the execution pyramid is what creates monumental value. Now, let's transition from institutional finance to the equally explosive domain of strategic partnerships. This is where the Zebec vision expands from a powerful protocol into a ubiquitous financial layer. If the ETF talk is about attracting capital, the partnership news is about dominating utility and flow. Play the second crucial clip. Sam, we have always held a foundational belief that real-time payroll and capital streaming should not be confined to a single blockchain ecosystem. That is antithetical to the promise of a global open financial system. This year unequivocally marks our strategic expansion beyond our original chain. Our underlying infrastructure, the Zebec chain, is already operationally live and facilitating transactions across nearly 20 different networks. This multi-chain presence is not theoretical. It's live technology. Now we are leveraging that foundation to bring our signature real-time payroll and subscription solutions to more established payment-focused blockchains with massive existing user bases and liquidity. Our first major expansion target is the Stellar Network and its native asset, XLM. Our teams have been in deep collaboration for several months, integrating our core streaming modules with Stellar's ultra-fast, low-cost settlement layer. We will be making an official, comprehensive announcement regarding Zebec's full payroll launch on the Stellar blockchain in the coming weeks. This is a done deal, pending final coordination. This move is strategic because it taps directly into Stellar's vast, established remittance and cross-border payment network, a perfect real-world use case for our technology. Furthermore, we also see a clear and compelling strategic fit with XRP and the XRP ledger. The alignment in vision for enterprise-grade, efficient cross-border value transfer is remarkable. This integration will be a primary operational and business development focus for us moving forward into 2026 and beyond. To clarify, have you had any direct dialogue with Ripple, the company behind XRP? Yes, we have. We've been engaged in substantive talks with Ripple and their RLUSD stablecoin team for the bulk of the past year. This isn't a recent exploratory call. This is a matured business discussion. We've already integrated their digital dollar, RLUSD, across our card product offerings as a tangible first step in this deepening partnership. Implementing robust, real-time payroll and subscription solutions directly on Ripple's infrastructure is one of our big corporate priorities for this year. We are meticulously coordinating with their team to ensure the integration is flawless, compliant, and launched at the right moment for maximum impact. The scope of the collaboration is multifaceted. It encompasses stablecoin disbursements for payroll using RLUSD, continuous capital streaming for services, and potentially facilitating seamless cross-border transactions utilizing XRP as a bridge asset. There are multiple synergistic components currently in active development under formal agreements. The implications here are staggering. Sam and the entire Zebec team are not just meeting expectations, they are systematically shattering them. Does this sound like the activity of a typical small market cap project to you? They are negotiating and executing integrations with some of the most recognizable and regulated entities in the blockchain industry. The ambition is audacious to evolve from a leading protocol into the essential connective financial layer for all blockchains. Think about that scale for a moment. They are operating, building, and partnering at a level you would typically associate with networks valued in the tens of billions of dollars. The precision of their execution is simply unmatched in their peer group. When you combine a fundamentally disruptive technology with leadership that can articulate the vision clearly to partners and build the necessary bridges effectively, the results become inevitable. The market, often slow to recognize fundamental value, is now starting to take unambiguous notice. Let's contextualize this within the current market state. Even during the recent bouts of extreme market volatility, where many alternative assets experienced severe cascading declines, ZBCN demonstrated notable and impressive resilience. Its price action held firmer, its volume remained more consistent, and its holder base did not panic sell en masse. It has proven to be one of those rare holdings that can weather short-term uncertainty and market storms. This stability is not an accident. It's a direct reflection of the underlying utility and the quality of its long-term holder base. And logically, when broader market conditions improve and risk appetite returns, its potential for appreciation is extraordinary, precisely because its foundation wasn't eroded during the downturn. Currently, ZBCN is positioned commendably within the top 150 of all actively traded cryptocurrencies globally. Consider the sheer number of projects it outranks. Its market valuation, sitting comfortably under $300 million, is a fraction of the value of the ecosystems it is now partnering with. Its holder base is not static. It is growing organically, attracting savvy investors who perform deep due diligence. The frequent questions about major centralized exchange listings like Coinbase or Binance, they are inevitable logistical steps on this journey, but the team's focus is telling. They aren't sitting around waiting for an exchange listing to save them. They are aggressively building real-world utility.
So you called the bottom at the 22. I think you were right, Peter. I think I remember that. It hit twice, calling 27 the bottom and pop off in the summer. Need the Clarity Act signed off. You're right, Kevin, but I think people are saying that Clarity might not get signed off until midterm elections or over the summer. So just be patient, fam. Ken, what's going on? But we gotta shut it down for the day. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And same bat channel, same bat time. See you guys tomorrow. I might come back later on this evening for a Caspa video. But let me know what you guys think. So far, so good. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Jermaine Man signing out. And it took 6 months for the Big Beautiful Bill Act to pass. Definitely. Why not 2? Why not Tau? Good question. Peace out. All right, peace, guys, and thanks for joining. And as always, stay dangerous. It's your main man BTM signing out. Miner out.